Hello, everyone. I know that I had to, delay the stream for an hour, but hey, uh, it's like a kind of a day off over here because we have the festivity of Dia de los Muertos, so it's like half day work, but still playing over here. I just want to, you know, little topic over here, and I think it's no surprise to everyone. I mean, November 5th is it's close. It's this Friday, and if you have noticed, no one is interested. It's like Vanguard is hitting, and everybody's like, meh. And even though COD content creators are speaking about Vanguard and everything, and the Modern Warfare 2 leaks that are obviously, up in the air, and yet nobody's talking about Vanguard. Like, oh man, this game is gonna be good, and blah blah blah. Like nobody's hyped for it. Nobody's waiting for Vanguard, and I think it's mostly because the studios have. I think the success that Modern Warfare 2019 had, especially with Warzone, because with Warzone being free and everybody experiencing the Modern Warfare 2019 engine, gave them that in unique look. I think it set up a very high standard on what first person shooters should be. Like Call of Duty type. That if you noticed on the Battlefield 2042 beta, they're trying to mimic that that sense of feeling of being smooth, modern, and with a little bit futuristic attitude because of the year, obviously, but more so because they want to appeal COD fans on the sense of way, hey, this is like Modern Warfare, but this is better, but you know, big flop on the beta for Battlefield, and I think it will be because everything that they're showing up in those trailers, it's more so what they have in-game studios, like CGI movies. It's not actual engine that they're working on. Almost like the Battlefield, but no, not the Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2 uh, thing that all they showcased was cutscenes and some cinematics of gameplay, but it was more cinematic than actual gameplay. That kind of thing, and I think you know it's gonna end up like that. Yet Vanguard is not weighted, even though it's in the Modern Warfare engine. It's like nobody cares. It's World War II. Nobody cares about World War II games right now because Modern Warfare had so much success on its setting, on everything, even more so on Warzone, that everybody just wants a modern day shooter, a modern bit futuristic shooter, you know? And the thing that, okay, we understand, Sledgehammers didn't deliver on its COD, and Treyarch came in and did this one, and it was a hybrid pandemic year, and it messed up this somewhat the cycle, but Infinity Ward kept on track, and then Sledgehammer having nothing, I think that's what happened with Vanguard is that they had nothing, and they said, okay, let's grab content that we had for World War II and make it into a new World War II thing, and that's it. Because if you look at it, how the story, even though it's fictional and they said it, but in that regards, it's like, dude, I would have sent that thing out of like I would scrap it and said, hey, you know what? We have this story, so let's make it like Battlefield 1 with a Modern Warfare engine. They don't need to be connected to the characters, you know, because and if you're basing it on real life, they wouldn't be connected like that. Different nationalities, special forces in that time, now didn't existed like that. That wasn't until the 50s, 60s more so. But it was off the records in that time because it was Cold War. Um, it would have stuck with the stories individually. A female sniper and her female sniper group, the Polish ones, the Night Witch. You know, if you wanted that, the first African American. Well, they're not African American, but first black guys in the SAS that tried, but they were not, included in the official picture or in the official books. Um, I don't know, so many stories that they could have done like that individually instead of just, oh, they meet and they're recruited and this special. Like, no, that's not that's not how you put it. Uh, Obviously, every gun historian, including myself, or gun fanatic, uh, is pissed off at sledgehammers. You know, the gunsmith that they're showcasing us for the game is like, that's not realistic. We understand, gameplay wise, but that's not realistic at all. If they're trying to bank it on it, it's not. So many stuff. Um, but yeah, no, nobody's waiting on it. Everybody's waiting on the new map of Warzone that it's Caldera, and seeing the screenshots and everything. If you guys played uh, World at War, you know many of the levels on of the Pacific Front, it's like it's reflected there and it's showcased. And I think some of the levels that you're going to see in the campaign on the Pacific side, it's going to be reflected in it, in the island. But everybody's waiting on that, on the new Warzone map, and the new anti cheat. That's it, because nobody wants to walk back to World War II game. It doesn't make sense for the continuity. And I think that's one of the mistakes, not only Sledgehammers, but I think Activision, with all the whole mess that it's taking right now. Um, it's just like they didn't sit down, they didn't focus on, okay, let's review this. This doesn't make sense. This does. It's just a miss. And because it is a miss, it's gonna hurt. And I think what should have been the right thing to do, because this is the third year, and if November 5th hits and the sales report says that it's too low, they're going to try to blame it into the new console thing, almost like what happened with Ghosts, the transitional of the new generation, not having the specs. That was actually a bullshit move from Microsoft, the Xbox One, that they didn't release the specs until like 2 weeks before the launch, and every developer of every game for the Xbox was like, dude, what the fuck? We could have done so much more, Obviously, much more in matter of graphics and in gameplay. But yeah, on that, at least they have an excuse in Ghost somewhat. But on this one, it's like, no, man. Like, you cannot blame the transitional to the Series X because, or the PlayStation 5. So yeah, if the sales are not very good, then that means that Sledgehammers is it's just garbage. In the matter that they don't know, and I think the reception is going to be bad because, one, in multiplayer, you cannot be like my team, your team. It's like, no, there has to be factions. That's what worked in the first Call of Duty in multiplayer. COD 4 onwards, uh, factions. The level up your operator. That's dumb. That's dumb. It's like, why? Why level up? You don't have the brains to actually do a challenge? Theme around the operator skills? Come on. That's or yeah, that's just, or have it like Ghost, It's, you have, even though you have your operators and their customs, it's like, I think everybody prefers to actually grab their soldier and create it the way it was. You know, if you wanted players to actually have their expressions, Ghost and Advanced Warfare did it right on that regard. So very bad on them. I know it seems like a rant, but God, it's just if Sledgehammers fails, it's not that I want them to fail. It's more so they gotta get their stuff. They gotta shit together. Like I'm gonna play and say they gotta get their shit together into knowing what Call of Duty is instead of trying to do something that Call of Duty isn't. If they don't get it, what I would do if I was Activision in its totality is that Sledgehammers, you take it backstage. I know the Modern Warfare 2 is coming, and I'm gonna put all my resources on that. And I would have just two studios or just one, focused on multiplayer and Warzone for this cycle. And then it's gonna be a 3 year cycle, but I'm gonna give 1 year's rest. Like Treyarch Infinity Ward, and then next year there's no Call of Duty in order for them to actually work properly in their next Call of Duty. You know, because in that 3 year cycle that they banked, Infinity Ward has delivered. Treyarch didn't deliver as well, but that was because they had to step in the Sledgehammer year instead of this year that it was supposed to be their time. So in a sense of way, I'm giving Treyarch a pass. In that 3 year cycle development, it's like yes, a year without COD, and everybody's gonna thank you for it, not only in the matter of rest, but also the developers in helping refine a few things. In that year that you don't have a Call of Duty thing, what you can actually do more so is just um, bring in all maps of past Call of Duties or a mesh up of them in order for them to actually have content for that year, or it could be like a goofy year, uh, maps that or game modes that are goofy and it's like I think the paintball thing in Cold War was like, yeah, why not? Tournaments, you can actually dedicate that year to tournament specifically. Make certain types of tournaments since you have a customizable Warzone maps. You can have sniper shotgun tournament or knife and pistol with throwing knives on it, and that would be a type of tournament or charity events, celebrity COD tournaments, that kind of thing. It's just an idea, but uh, anyways, quick update on the rewrite. It's taken. It's on its fifth mission writing. Holy damn! I never thought I was gonna. It's hard. I never thought it was gonna be hard to write it. You can say it and everything and generalize it, but it's hard writing the script because of not only dialogue and attitude of the characters, but more so what the player, how much freedom you get the player in each mission. If you make it so free, they're gonna goof out. But if you restrict it, it's gonna be like too linear. So it's an interesting balance. It's not so much so with the programmers, more so than the writers. It works in conjunction. I'm also working on another project separately, so uh, that one when it's finished, I'm gonna announce it. Um, and yeah, that's it. I know it's like a small round, but nobody's waiting on this COD. And well, COD Vanguard, not the rewrite. Uh, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that was my quick stream, my quick video. That I should have made it a video more so than a stream, but when you got no time, you get to stream it. Let the ideas flow, because I think I don't like the video formats more so than the stream formats because in video formats it seems so edited and sometimes it doesn't seem that right. But hey, who knows? Anyways, have a good day. Oh, we're gonna stream today's Tuesday, Friday. Friday this is gonna be one. Uh, no, actually no. We're gonna have one on Monday because if I stream Friday and it's a release of Vanguard, no, I want to stream Monday 2 p.m. because we're gonna talk how the reception was on during the weekend and if numbers are low, sales are low, and everybody's like, "What the hell is this?" It's like so. Plus, it works, on me seeing the campaign. I'm not gonna buy this one. I'm just gonna see the campaign. That's it. And everybody's gonna say, "Oh, but you didn't play it. You didn't play the branches." It's like no, because something tells me even the campaign they say that it's open world and different. Something tells me it's gonna be as linear as Advanced Warfare and World War II game it was because they even sell it like that it's open and it's like no, you didn't make it open. So anyways, stay safe, take care of each other, and until Monday 2 p.m. Central, like, share, subscribe.